What's up, Interweb? RhyQuinn here, and welcome to my team builder video for PAL Week 2. Now, if you don't know what the PAL is, it's the Pokémon Auction League. Links are down below in the description, so you can go and find out exactly what the PAL is. I describe it in more detail in my draft analysis. You can go and watch that. At the start of the video, I talk about what the PAL actually is and how it functions and all that jazz. But it is a draft-based league. Kind of a draft-based league. It's a draft-based league, but we auction Pokemon instead of drafting them, so it's like a auction-based league. Whatever. Point is, we have Mons on a team, we battle people. The way we drafted and got the Mons was different to normal, but end result is the same. You have a team and you battle people. So this is the team builder for week 2 of said league. And this week we are playing Electric Storm 252 of the Melbourne Victory Star. And we played this guy in the PPL in week 1 of this season. And we lost 5-0 against him because I played one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. So I'm hoping things can change this time and we can play a bit better against him. That'd be nice. His team that he can potentially bring to this match is Mega Heracross, Weezing, Gengar, Forretress, Dragonite, Weavile, Mienshao, Audino, Ninetales, Zoroark, and Alakazam. So his team is a bit weird in that it's really scary, has some really scary threats like Mega Heracross, Gengar, Dragonite, Weavile, Mienshao, Zoroark, Alakazam, some really powerful and scary Pokemon. Defensively, though, it's a bit weird. He has some nice bulk with Weezing, Mega Heracross's natural bulk, Forretress has some good bulk and can set up hazards, Audino has nice bulk, even Ninetales is like an Assault Vest that can have some nice bulk, but that's it. It's a very offensive draft, put it that way. And I noticed a few glaring holes that I hope to exploit, so I built the team that you can see on screen right now. So let's take a look at the team I'm choosing to bring against Jack. Hopefully this will serve me well against him. So, the first mon on the team is Bessie, the Joseon, holding the choice specs, with Volt Absorb, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power, Flying, and Light Screen. Now, reason behind this is that he has no immunities and no resistances to electric. So that's fun. So that's why I'm bringing a Specs Joseon, and also Joseon outspeeds everything on his team that isn't Scarfed. Yay. So I can Volt Switch and Thunderbolt over everything. Hidden Power Flying for the Mega Heracross, because while Volt Switch and Thunderbolt do a nice amount, Hidden Power Flying, if he's completely uninvested in HP, Hidden Power Flying is a guaranteed OHKO, and if he's max HP, it's like a 56% chance to OHKO. So it's still pretty good. So if I need that immediate kill on Mega Heracross, because I basically don't have any switch-ins to Mega Heracross, because it's a Mega Heracross, so instead of me Volt Switching or Thunderbolting on it, if I need to kill it right then and there, I can go for HP Flying and get that kill on it. And also Light Screen, reasons, I have no reason for Light Screen. I'm probably not going to click it. It's just a move that I threw on there. Enough speed to outspeed the next fastest thing on his team, which I believe is Alakazam? Weavile. Weavile is the next fastest thing on his team, with base 125, so I have enough speed to outspeed that. So I outspeed everything that's not Scarfed, and then max special attack and the rest in HP. Pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory, but that is Bessie the Joseon. Next one on the team, Metal Burb, the Skarmory, holding the sharp beak with sturdy Brave Bird, Autotomize, Roost, and Stealth Rock, 104 in HP, max attack, adamant, 152 in speed. Another thing about his team, he has no resistances, and obviously no immunities, to flying. He also has a Mega Heracross that's 4 times weak to it, and Mienshao that's 2 times weak to it, and no resistances. So I'm bringing Autotomize Skarmory. I initially was going to bring a banded one, with just Brave Bird, and just Brave Bird everything, but I figured it was better to have more longevity, to have Autotomize and Roost. Autotomize so I can outspeed everything, and we're going Autotomize, not Agility, because style points. With one Autotomize, with that 152 in speed that I have, I outspeed everything, including a max speed Weavile. Everything that's not Scarfed, I'll outspeed after one Autotomize, and then I can just fire off max attack Adamant Brave Birds against everything. Even though Skarmory only has base 80 attack, when you're max invested, and when you're going with a move that's as strong as Brave Bird is, with base 120 power that's Stab, it still hits really hard. Then I have Roost, because obviously recoil from Brave Bird is going to start racking up, so I want Roost to try and get HP back from that. And Rocks, just in case, because reasons. So hopefully Skarmory can set up an Autotomize against something. If he thinks it's setup fodder for something and he switches something in, go for an Autotomize, outspeed it, and then just fire off Brave Birds. So that'd be fun. That's Metal Bird the Skarmory. Hopefully another offensive one that hopefully will catch him a bit off guard. Next one on the team, Judge Dredd, the Porygon, holding the Assault Vest with Mold Breaker, Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Fire Punch, and Pursuit. Max HP 236 in Special Defense and 20 in Speed with a Careful Nature. Now this guy is here to take special hits. Obviously, it's Special Defensive Assault Vest Porygon. It's there to take special hits because the things it wants to take the special hits from, it takes it very well. From the likes of Weezing, Gengar, and Ninetales, Zoroark, Alakazam. It can deal with all of those pretty well. Aside from Dazzling Gleam on Alakazam, that's pretty much the only thing it still gets 2 hit KO'd by from like a Life Orb Alakazam. Aside from that, it doesn't get 2 hit KO'd by anything, which is awesome. Obviously, I'm not going to be getting HP back, but I can switch into them pretty effectively. As well as with Gengar and Alakazam, I can Pursuit Trap them, which is why I'm packing Pursuit. Because 2 of the special attackers that I'm going to be switching into, I can Pursuit them, which is great. If it's Gengar, it does a lot. If it's Alakazam, then you know I'm not gonna be killing them in one hit because again it is unstab and I'm not invested in attack. But it's still gonna be doing a lot, and it's gonna break Alakazam's Sash or even Gengar's Sash if it wants to bring it. If Gengar's Life Orb, then it's gonna be really worn down because of that. It's only gonna have limited hits if it wants to switch back in or whatever. And it can just be really nice against him. Like Ninetales really can't do anything to an Assault Vest Porygon, which is awesome. Unless, it starts setting up with, like, Nazi pots and stuff, but we don't want to get into that. I have Mold Breaker Earthquake because he has a Weezing and a Gengar. Put it this way, he has 3 things that are immune to ground. 2 of them have Levitate, which is nullified by Mold Breaker, and that's Weezing and Gengar. And then he has Dragonite, which doesn't want to switch into a Dragon Claw. So Porygon can do well against those mons in particular. Fire Punch I have for the Fortress because I didn't want to get completely stopped by it, and it's a nice thing to hit it. And then, as I said, Pursuit, I can Pursuit Trap the Gengar and the Alakazam, and that'll be nice. Especially the Gengar and the Alakazam are things I'm going to be switching into, so hopefully I can Pursuit Trap them. Also, I am recording this after the battle, because I've had construction workers around in my flat recently. I haven't been able to record. It's also, the match is going to be post-commed as well, because I couldn't do a live com because there were people here, so I couldn't do it. But in future weeks, it'll be live comms, and hopefully I can actually record this before the battles. I'm really trying not to give away anything that happened in the battle, like when I go through these sets. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't come across, and in future weeks there will be live comms. Anyway, moving on. Next one on the team, Scorponok the Drapion, holding a Black Sludge with Sniper, Knockoff, Aerial Ace, Brick Break, and Taunt. Max HP 4 in attack, 208 defense, and 44 in speed with a Jolly Nature. So this Drapion is there to switch in to physical threats, namely the Weavile. It can do that really well, and the Dragonite it can do okay-ish against, and the Mega Heracross it can't really. If it's a Jolly one, I think, then I can switch into like a Rock Blast. But aside from that, I don't think I can switch into Pin Missile, and I don't think I can switch into like a Close Combat. But the main thing it's there for is Weavile. Weavile, and to an extent Mienshao as well, although Mienshao can 2-hit KO with High Jump Kick. And also if it's a physical Zoroark as well, that can switch in pretty decently to that. But the main thing I'm worried about is Weavile. Because this can switch in and take less than half from a Jolly Life Orb Icicle Crash, and then I can Brick Break it. I outspeed the Mega Heracross as long as it's not max speed Jolly, I think. I might still outspeed that, I need to check that again. But the Aerial Ace can do a huge amount to it. It's not going to OHKO it, but it does a huge amount. Brick Break for the Weavile, Knockoff to get rid of items, Taunt, and the speed investment I have go together, because the 44 in speed with the Jolly Nature allows me to outspeed a max speed Adamant Dragonite. I don't think he'd bring Jolly, I think he'd bring Adamant, and if he does, then I'll outspeed him, if he's a max speed Adamant Dragonite, and I can Taunt him to prevent him from setting up a Dragon Dance. But I've still got really nice bulk as well. I've got a bit of speed, but I've got really nice bulk as well. Max HP 208 defense is pretty decent from something that has base 70 HP and 110 defense. That's pretty decent. So yeah, main thing is Brick Break the Weavile, Aerial Ace on the Mega Heracross, knock off items, and taunt that Dragonite to stop it setting up. That's pretty much what Drapion is there for. That's Scorpion up the Drapion. Next mon on the team is Easy Peasy, the Porygon Z, holding the red card with Adaptability, Agility, Tri-Attack, Dark Pulse, and Nasty Plot. 80 in HP, max special attack, 176 in speed, with a modest nature. Now, Agility and Nasty Plot. If I can set up both of them, I will be looking really, really nice. I'm holding the red card because shenanigans. I really couldn't think what item to put on there, so I just kind of went with the red card. If, I don't know, if I'm in against something and I go for an Agility or a Nasty Plot, he attacks me, goes out with the red card into something else that he doesn't want to be in with, and he wastes another turn trying to switch into something that can do well against Porygon Z. That gives me another turn to set up the other move that I haven't set up yet. Just gives me more opportunities to try and set up the Agility and the Nasty Plot. Red card might, you know, go against me. It might switch him into something that does well against PZ, in which case, you know, I'm not going to be too good, but it's whatever. Tri-Attack and Dark Pulse. Okay, so a +2 Tri-Attack and Dark Pulse. Tri-Attack and Dark Pulse do the same amount of damage to everything, pretty much, because what's resisted with Tri-Attack is neutral from Dark Pulse, and they do the same. A resisted Tri-Attack and a neutral Dark Pulse do the same thing, or a neutral Tri-Attack and a super effective Dark Pulse do the same thing, but the main reason I have it is Gengar, because Gengar's immune to Tri-Attack, so I wanted a move to hit it, gone with Dark Pulse. But for everything else, I can pretty much just use Tri-Attack. Like, on Fortress, even though it's resisted, it does the same amount as a Dark Pulse. For Alakazam, even though Dark Pulse is super effective, I'll be using Tri-Attack regardless, because chance for hacks, I guess, chance for flinch, I guess, on Dark Pulse. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I'm just going to be using Tri-Attack basically all the time. The only thing I'm not going to be using that on is Gengar. But on everything else, Tri-Attack does the most, or at least the same as Dark Pulse. So yeah, if I can get set up with both, I'm looking really, really good, because he has 1 resistance to normal, which is still adaptability, and and that's Fortress, because it doesn't have very good special defense. It still does a lot. And Gengar is his only immunity, which is why I have Dark Pulse. Everything else takes neutral from normal, so hopefully if I can get set up, I'm looking good. Speed I have, with an Agility, I believe I outspeed everything. So if I can get up 1 Agility, I'm looking really good. So yeah, that is Easy Peasy, the Porygon Z. And last but not least on the team, we have the Aromatisse, holding the leftovers with Aroma Veil, Moonblast, Wish, Aromatherapy, Protect, Max HP, Max Defense, 4 in Special Attack with a Bold Nature. This primarily, well, I mean, it resists both of Mega Heracross's stabs, which is awesome. So that's going to be really nice. It can also do decently well against Weavile and Dragonite. You know, it means that Dragonite's forced to go for another move like Iron Head, Steel Wing, whatever it may be. And Mienshao as well, it forces it to go for Poison Jab rather than its Fighting Stab. Can't just spam High Jump Kick all over the place. It's just going to be nice to try and wish up. Moonblast actually does pretty well against his team, hitting the Mega Heracross, the Dragonite, Weavile, Mienshao, Zoroark, all super effectively, which is great. Obviously, I can't do much against the likes of Weezing, or Gengar, or Fortress, or Ninetales, but I don't think I need to, because I've got other ways to deal with those mons, and I can just wish up the rest of my team, aromatherapy things that potentially get burnt or toxic to wherever it may be, and then we're looking really good. It's just a support mon for this week. The stab is nice for those mons that are listed, but the main thing it's going to do is going to be aromatherapy off status and wish to the rest of the team. That's about it. And I've just gone physically defensive, so I can deal with like Mega Heracross a bit better. But yeah, that's the team. And hopefully this team is going to get us our first win in the PAL. I hope you guys are looking forward to this team. I'm looking forward to trying to use Autotomoy Skarmory. I think that could do some things and stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you tomorrow for the match against Electrostorm 252. Links are down below in the description to Jack. Make sure to go check him out. He is a really, really cool guy. So do go show him some love. We've battled him in the PPL before. But if you didn't go check his links out in the PPL match, you should go check him out right now. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Toodaloo.